Hello everyone, welcome to Dumela Universe. I am Vel Astri. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a collective reading, a collective weekly reading for the 20th to the 26th of December 2021. Happy birthday to all the Sagittarians celebrating this week, and happy birthday to all the Capricorns celebrating this week as the sun moves into Capricorn this week. May you have beautiful birthday celebrations of abundance, happiness, prosperity, well wishes, and just all beautiful, loving energies around you. And of course, for everyone, have a glorious, beautiful, and powerful week. Let's see what's coming through for us this week. I trust you're all well, beautiful beings of light. Spirit, what's coming through this week? What are the highlights? What are we to expect this beautiful, magical week in December? Okay, we are ready. Diligence. Beautiful energy. Oh yes, you have done very well, and you have worked hard towards your goals. You have toiled diligently towards your goals. You have been doing extraordinarily well. And this week you are going to have insight. You're going to have an experience which allows you to see how much you have done. It is you finally having eagle's eyes view, spirit's view on your life. You seeing the whole picture. You seeing exactly why you had to go through all that you did, why you had to go through all the experiences, all the lessons. You seeing why certain things had to be recalculated, had to be left behind, had to be released. You seeing why you were asked by spirit to let go of certain things, or to simply trust that spirit will look after it. And then in your beautiful patience and your faith, finally the experience, the manifestation, the blessing, the opportunity, the relationship manifesting for you. It's a beautiful week where you finally see the efforts, the rewards rather, of all the efforts that you have done all this time. You are getting insight, you're getting an overview, a beautiful view of all that you have done, and you are, spirit wants you to take note of all the work you have done. It's time for you to really see the magnitude of your journey, the magnitude of the lessons, of the healing you have been doing, and for you to also receive a kind of reward. I feel spirit saying it's time for you to receive a blessing, a reward for some of you, for the work you have done. So it's a beautiful week of insight, a beautiful week of you really seeing how much you have done, how much you've contributed to this beautiful experience within your life's existence, and for you to also receive reward for all the work you have done. When you, how can I say, spirit saying, sometimes when you are so present, looking up close at everyday experiences, you might think that you haven't done much. You might think that nothing has changed. You might think that you haven't really created or you haven't really progressed much. And this week, it is this beautiful, magical week where you are able to release this very short-sighted way of seeing things, and you're able to see your whole path in its completion, in its beautiful perfection. And you receive a reward, and you also receive a healing, because you finally make peace with all that has happened, and this allows you to receive that which is now owed to you because of all this beautiful work that you have done. A very interesting message, and it's also quite varied as to the different journeys you've all been on, because you've all been reaching for different things. You've all had different soul healings and soul lessons you wanted to experience this life. So it has all been very different. So how this manifests is really uniquely up, depending on you, and up to your openness, up to your really surrendering to every present moment this week, and really being releasing being critical about yourself, releasing rushing, releasing being overly critical. I feel this week is for you to almost just take a step back and observe as you finally come into a great understanding of the profound healing, the profound journey, the profound being you are in the wholeness of you. It's a very beautiful week of you really feeling proud of your accomplishments, is what I'm feeling and sensing for the collective. Let's pull some tarot. How does this manifest, and why do we have this feeling of pride? Four of Wands, Queen of Cups, High Priestess, Seven of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. And beneath the deck we have the Ten of Wands. Oh yes, you have worked hard. You have worked long and hard to really learn these lessons, to overcome conditioning, overcome limitation, overcome restriction, overcome lack, to really release the burden and the stresses around you which are no longer serving you. You have worked hard through all of your soul journeys, all of your karmic lessons, and it's time for you to see the reward of the hard work you have done, of this long journey, to see what's the point, of all the stuff and all the journeys, all the lessons that you have learned, for you to really receive a positive outlook on your life this week. You have been working, and we see it here, all for stability, all for a solid foundation in all areas of your life. You want abundance and happiness and joy, which is stable, which is long lasting. And that's what you have been working on, and you have succeeded. You are now creating within the truth of you. You're now creating more in alignment to your authentic love and desires. And so now the energies around you are aligning with you for a more solid foundation within your existence. Relationships are a lot more aligned and fine-tuned to you. Opportunities and experiences at work, promotions, maybe new creative endeavors which are more aligned to you and are stable now, working more to the truth of you, to your authentic nature. You're no longer co-creating in energies where you feel unstable, where you feel uncertain. There's a shift, there's a healing happening there. And this is Spirit saying it's time for a blessing, it's time for a happiness, it's time for you to feel the stability. It's time for you to see how all the work you have been doing thus far has been toward building a solid, stable foundation for you. And you feel quite held by Spirit this week. You feel wherever you were feeling insecure, wherever you were feeling uncertain, you have a certain grounding. You feel a beautiful stability. You feel a beautiful sense of worth and truth and value to what you have been doing these past couple of weeks, months, and years. You're also coming to a greater nurturing about you this week. Really feeling, how can I say, a new appreciation about you, a new appreciation about the being you are. You are really caring for how you are, about how you are experiencing life. So you're quite decisive and picky about the energies you're spending time with. You really want to allow yourself love in all spaces and in all places with all kinds of situations. You're no longer settling for anything that doesn't align with you, that doesn't feel good, that doesn't align with your stability, with authenticity, with the truth of you. You are feeling a lot more caring and kind and nurturing towards self, a lot more gentle, a lot more loving towards self this week. You're really coming to a great space of appreciation for all that you are and all that you bring to the world. And you're also feeling loved. The energies around you are also allowing you the sense of feeling loved and appreciated. It's really a week of you feeling grounded, you feeling stable, you feeling happy about what you have done, your achievements this year. It's a beautiful week of reflection, but it feels reflection with reward, with a beautiful manifestation for some of you, a beautiful restoration of hope and faith within your path, within the experience of you. And that's the best way I can say it. The way you experience life and the way you experience you, you're coming to a greater depth of appreciation. And with the High Priestess coming out, there's definitely still much to be discovered on your journey, and there is definitely there's a positive outcome. Spirit is saying, yes, there's still a lot happening behind the scenes. That's why you're coming into this overview, this generalized view of your life, instead of being so caught up in the experiences that you're not really noticing all the good that's happening around you. There's a lot of energies behind the scenes which are working, energies weaving to align with you, to align with your destiny. And you are going to come into a greater awareness of these energies. Some of these energies are in the physical realm, so you're going to be more aware of support structures perhaps you had not been aware of before, of inner strength within you which you were not aware of before. Maybe a newfound appreciation for family, friends, wherever you've been working, your work, whatever creative endeavor, perhaps the home space which you haven't really been available to or hadn't really come to the seeing or the appreciation of. It didn't come into your awareness rather. And this is also some beautiful new spiritual awakenings in your non-physical realm. So beautiful aspects of your soul awakening, beautiful abilities, beautiful experiences, supernatural experiences for some of you, ethereal experiences, very healing experiences, which you were not privy to before, now coming awakened and aligned in your life experience at this time. You are winding down the energies of this year in order for you to begin anew in 2022. So now beautiful energies which are supporting you, which are fueling you, which are preparing you for next year are coming up now, are emerging to the surface of your everyday creative experience. If you think of a Formula One race where they go into the pit, you are going into the pit this week for some of you. Or rather, it feels like you're in the pit, but it's not that you are injured or damaged, or it's the actual opposite, where you're simply getting refurbished. You are getting new energies, new hidden maybe abilities, hidden paths coming, being aware of hidden paths, hidden opportunities, perhaps ways of creating you hadn't thought of before, now coming to the surface of your consciousness, offers coming out of nowhere which you weren't aware were in the woodworks, but Spirit is now bringing them into your manifest experience. So it's a beautiful week of emerging new energies which are to enrich you, support you, refuel you, and energize you for the year to come, for the beautiful experiences, the bountiful experiences which are coming through next year. All part of you having this overview, this beautiful understanding of the divine path you have been on, because you've worked so hard. It's time for you to see the reward and receive the reward, and to now finally receive all the energies which are assisting you to align to this beautiful new path you have been working towards. And finally, you are able to, you are no longer betraying yourself. These new energies are solid, they're not fleeting, and they allow you to invest in you. They allow you to really invest time in you. This is you also perhaps going back to school or furthering courses to study for some of you, picking up new courses, or maybe you're going to apply for further study. Some of you getting a promotion, and now you're investing time to just study or to do research on the new cases, or the new how can I say, when you get a promotion you have new tasks, so now doing some research on the new tasks that you're now having to work on. This is you just really investing in you and spending time on you, and you are making sure that everything you are doing is aligning with you completely. So not only with what makes you feel good and what makes you happy, but also that honors what you feel, what you believe, what your truth is. This is you really following and honoring the feeling of truth within you. You're no longer betraying yourself at all. And any doubt that you had is released this week, because you finally come to an understanding of why everything had to happen the way it is. You're really released from reacting this week. You're released from looking at things up and close and thinking, oh, what's happening? Nothing is working. You're really releasing to a place of stillness and zen, and a place where you're almost releasing the existence of time, where you can simply remain present in the eternity of you. And it gives you a beautiful overview, a beautiful feeling of where you are heading towards. And you feel quite at peace and quite at ease with the rhythm of your life at this time. With the Page of Pentacles, definitely a time of forgiveness. I feel for some of you, you will be where in this Four of Wands, where there had been conflict perhaps in the home, conflict in the home, in friendships, wherever you were having maybe conflict where the foundation was no longer solid. So in the workplace, at home, in the friendship, in the relationship, where the where your foundation was shaken, there is a sense of repair and healing with the Page of Pentacles coming through, of renewal, of new life, of a new solid, stable foundation now beginning. And it comes from perhaps an apology coming in, which is unexpected, hidden information perhaps being offered to you, which now allows you to feel more stable. Again, it could be a promotion you hadn't expected, it was hidden from you, a new job advancement you had not been aware of, which was been working behind the scenes, worked on, a new family adventure you had not expected. Some of you finding out you're pregnant and you hadn't expected it, or maybe your partner is telling you they're pregnant and they were finding the right time to tell you, so it was almost like hidden information from you. But not in a bad way, just in a sense of they wanted to make it special for you. So they were planning a surprise to tell you. A surprise engagement hidden from you. Maybe some of you are celebrating a surprise birthday party. That's why it's going to be quite a beautiful surprise when you find out. And then others of you, yes, there's that sense of an apology coming through, which was unexpected, or some hidden information which allows you to, maybe you are the one who's now going to offer the apology because finally you find out some hidden truths about someone, and you no longer feel, wherever there was betrayal, wherever there was deceit, there's now reparation, there's now restoration. You're releasing that baggage, releasing that burden, and you're now finally creating one stable, solid foundation. So that's a message for some of you definitely this week coming through. But a beautiful new beginnings, instability. And this is also you forgiving yourself, really coming to a place where you forgive your past, you forgive your actions, you come to a place of really allowing yourself to be first on the pedestal. You see the value of you, you appreciate your worth this week. You're no longer seeing yourself as lackful and burdensome. You see yourself as having released all this burden, all this heaviness, and you're allowing yourself new life, new growth, new experiences, and a new sense of value. You're really just, it's a beautiful new sense of appreciation of self, which allows a deep forgiveness of all that has been, where you're simply now at ease and you're aligning with the newness of you, the newness of this energies, the newness of your path, the newness of these beautiful new experiences which are now coming into your awareness, the newness of you really looking after yourself, caring for yourself, tending to yourself, the newness of you investing in yourself, looking out for yourself, really sticking to the truth and the authentic nature of yourself, the newness of you releasing the burdens of the world and the burdens of others, the newness of you creating a solid foundation, really allowing yourself a beautiful understanding of the journey, of the path, of the beautiful weaving of magic your beautiful soul's expression has been. You're not bogged down by heaviness this week. There's a beautiful sense of freeness, of freedom, of feeling like it has all been worth it. And there's a beautiful reward, a beautiful experience coming through, unexpected for some of you, which really aligns with that feeling of you feeling, it was definitely worth it. It was worth the wait. It was worth the sacrifice. It was worth the release. It was worth the healthy boundaries. It was worth the change. It was worth the course correction. It was worth the lessons. You're really coming to a place where you're embracing all that you are, and you're no longer feeling any sadness, heaviness, or resentment. You're feeling very proud of yourself, very accomplished, very wise, grown, knowledgeable, and empowered in your truth this week. A very beautiful week. Be open to positive change. Be open to love this week. Really be open to love, and be open to releasing all that is just heavy, all that doesn't serve you. Just release. Allow all to be anew. For there's a beautiful renewal, a beautiful sense of renewal within the foundation, the foundation of you, the love of you, the wisdom, the devotion and the loyalty to you. A very beautiful cleansing energy this week. Blessed be.